According to the National Endowment for the Arts, which conducts the most comprehensive survey of the nation's reading habits, fewer than half of all adults reported having read a book of any kind in 2022. Only 38% read a novel or a short story. And as an aside, I thought that was actually really high. A study analyzing 236,000 responses to the American Time Use Survey found that the proportion of Americans who read for pleasure on any given day fell from 28% in 2004 to 16% in 2023.
Oh,
Last sentence, gambling has become a more common leisure activity than reading a book. Last year, 57% of Americans placed a bet. So the reason I'm stressing that is when you look at my experience with religion, which was like being raised Catholic, and when I think of like what goes on in other churches and other mosques and other synagogues and other like holy places, it's a man reading a book to a crowd, but the crowd's not reading the book. And I think that is a like structural metaphor and also like a useful political analogy for the algorithms that are at work in our social media feeds. It's also clearly a structural analogy for what AI is, like the voice that's telling you what to believe. And I think that those structures are themselves like rooted in this like collective human evolutionary like bio social like existence that we are, which is that like we are monkeys that want to hear someone else talking to us about what to believe, and like we are just like tribal monkeys. And so I'm saying that with a little bit of a wink because I know people are like, Justin, where's your revolutionary optimism? Because without that, you're not a card-carrying member of our party. Okay, fucking fine. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, there's something to it that I want to inquire in as we sort of like shift through this part of the conversation.
love that. Yeah, his master's voice. I'm thinking of that little dog listening to the listening to the record player. Yeah, I mean, I it's hard to disagree with that, dude. And it's hard not to be a little sort of dark and cynical when you hear statistics like that about reading books and stuff like that. And I know people in my life who have their minds made up about Trump or whatever, and I'm like, none of them read anything, dude. Like they get all of their fucking knowledge from like podcasts. I mean, we're doing one right now. Yeah, I'm literally a man reading a book right now to you.
I am a talking head.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just that's the world we're in, and I think that part of what we're doing here is sort of tracking, like, well, what will this produce, and we shouldn't be surprised by what it produces.